Hi there, my name is Sarah.
This little cutie is my son Bennett.
As you can see, my son is a white male, so here are some books that I bought to help prevent him from growing up to be awful.
That kid is fucked. Greetings and salutations, everyone. So today we would be talking about this certain video from TikTok. In the world of the internet, stupid opinions and viewpoints have corrupted a lot of us, and if we pass it on to the future generations, then what else could we expect but a dystopian world? Not like the ones you see in books and televisions like The Hunger Games and Divergent, but a kind of dystopian world that would make all men a misogynist, and if you're straight, you're homophobic, and if you're white, you're racist by default. So here we have the mother of the year, Sarah. Well, she ain't a Karen, but a Sarah. What is a Sarah exactly? Well, this video is self-explanatory, so I'm going to show you the intro once more so that you would piece the puzzle by yourself.
Hi there, my name is Sarah.
This little cutie is my son Bennett.
As you can see, my son is a white male, so here are some books that I bought to help prevent him from growing up to be awful.
So this is a Sarah, a toxic feminist who thinks all white male will grow up into a big douchebag. But what Sarah doesn't know is when you have a white male for a child, you already failed as a parent.
As you can see, my son is a white male.
Look at the way she said that he's a white male, like she's so disappointed that her firstborn doesn't have a vagina. Jesus, lady, that is your fucking child. Whatever his race or gender is, you shouldn't be so disgusted by it. Don't raise your child how to be a great person just because of their race and gender, but raise your child how to be a great person because he is a person who will meet more people as time goes by.
So here are some books that I bought to help prevent him from growing up to be awful.
The way she just said awful proves that she sees all white men awful. She actually made a statement why she used the word awful. I chose to use the word awful in reference to the countless white men in history that have committed horrible acts and received little, if any, consequences. He will be raised knowing the action of those men are horrible. Okay, that seems really stupid that you are expecting your child to be a terrible person because of history. Alright, every bad action that a child would do always begins with the parents because the parents are the most important adults in someone's life. If they do awful things, it's not because of history, it's not because of their ancestors, it's because of their parents not raising them better. If you judge a person because of their race and their ancestors' history and because of their gender, I'm sorry to say this, but you're racist. Not only are you racist, you're also a sexist, right? That's just a fact. And she also said, I don't assume that my son will be awful based on his gender or skin color, but I acknowledge that he may face fewer consequences than others because of those things. Well, guess what? You actually are assuming that your son will be awful based on his gender and skin color. Don't change the story here.
Starting out strong, we have C is for consent. Pretty self-explanatory, but it's a picture book that goes into detail about consent with your body, with family. Along that same note, we have Will Ladybug Hug. Teaches the same kind of concept in a more childish way about a ladybug who is hugging his friends, even has one friend who doesn't like hugging. So, this one is called Only for Me. Also, same concept, teaching kids about consent and things that feel comfortable with their body.
Okay, so she's so afraid of what her child will become when he grows up that she made him read 3 books about consent. I don't know, Sarah, your child is a white male. I guess you need 3 more books about consent so that it would really be stuck in that kid's head.
Because I'm raising a feminist, we've got A is for Awesome, 23 inspirational women. Next we have I Clean Like Daddy. There's even a page in the end where the whole family is cleaning together to show that it's not just mom and sister's job. Finally, we have Except When They Don't, a book about boys and girls liking whatever they want, regardless of their gender.
Okay, I don't have any problems on your child being a feminist. I believe everyone should be a feminist. Of course, when I talk about being a feminist, I mean the type of person that believes men and women are equal and etc. etc. Not the toxic ones who believe women are better than men. You know, the entitled ones you always see on Twitter. And the sad reality is, his son could be that toxic feminist who would be entitled. And though the books are really good for him, let's not forget the reason why she's making him read those books. it's because he's a white male. What if she had a white female? Would she still teach her that C is for C is for consent, and that no men are better than any women because of their gender and vice versa? Or would she end up to be a man-hater like her mother who thinks the world revolves around her because she has a vagina? Well, that's the end of her TikTok. She did make a part 2, but I won't really talk about that much. But instead of saying the books would prevent him from being an awful person, she said that the books will make him grow up to be a nice man. I mean, that sounds better, but I think she still needs to learn that not all men are terrible because of history. She shouldn't judge a person because of their race and gender, but judge them by their actions. Those are the lessons she's trying to teach her kid, but even she herself can't practice what she's teaching. That's all I could say about this topic, and well, I'm out.